Hi, my name is Martin Jansma, and about a month ago I got a number 3 necklace, it's number 3 necklace. Now in that time period I have taken a lot of anxiety and stress herbals. I was taking 5 different types. I have slowly gone down each week since I started wearing this. I'm only taking 3 types now. And of those, I'm down to almost the minimum that you would take. Another thing that I've noticed a spike in energy. I've also noticed that my beard, which was turning quite white, actually I'm a redhead on my beard. And the red is starting to slowly come back into the beard. It just makes me look a little bit younger, which is not a bad thing.
Very true.
And I'd also like to point out that for years I've been losing my hair on top of my head. 2 years ago I basically had no hair on the very top of my head. And if you look closely now, you'll see in the last month I got hair regrowing on the top of my head. I mean, most of this is showing up just in the last couple of weeks. And my hair has gotten darker. It was getting quite light.
It was all white. That's gotten a lot darker.
You know, so I am amazed at, and another thing I should add is I put cold water in the refrigerator in mason jars, the large gallon mason jars. When I first got them, I only filled them a little over half full because I felt that they were a little heavy to grip. Well, since wearing this necklace, I now fill them, and I don't have any problem grabbing a hold of them, and I don't feel a fear that, gee, I might suddenly drop it. So my strength has increased since wearing it. I'd also have to add that my quality of sleep has also improved.
Yeah, I've noticed that. You sleep a lot better. You don't wake up as much.
Yeah. Now, I've only been wearing this for roughly about 4 weeks. So I can only imagine what it would be like if I keep this on for 6 months, a year, 2 years. Because, to be honest with you, it's making me younger.
And how are your moods?
My moods are more moderate. Now when I get upset, I get over it much quicker. And I'm able to focus on what I'm supposed to be doing instead of getting bogged down in, oh, this really upset me, so now my whole day is ruined.
Enjoying your puppy. And I've noticed that you've come home and you drive quite a ways. You go all the way to Springfield, and we live on the other side of Hollister here.
It's 50 miles.
And your attitude has changed a lot towards traffic. There's some days that you actually come home and you've said it was a nice drive, and of course Andrew and I were quite shocked at that. But you seem to be enjoying life more. You have more energy.
Yeah. For example, yesterday, on Saturdays when I work, we don't get any breaks or lunch because it's 6 hours, but I usually end up putting in more than that. And it's the 6th day of the week. And usually when I get home on Saturdays, I am completely dead. Came home last night, and I was a little tired. I got myself a little something to eat, rested for a minute, then went out and mowed the lawn. A walk behind mower. Now, this is something that a year ago I couldn't even have dreamed of doing. Somebody suggested, why don't you go out and mow the lawn after you worked all day on Saturday? And I said, forget it. It's not happening. And then on Sundays, I'd have been so exhausted, too, from having worked 6 days, that I would have mowed the lawn. No, I'm going to wait till I have a weekend off, and of course the grass would be really tall and be tough.
But you went out there and mowed the rest of it today.
Yeah.
So
my energy level has definitely gone up, and like I said, I've only worn this for 4 weeks.
And it's just improving.
And I'm dropping down on the herbals that I take for anxiety every week. I just dropped last week for less. Now, for example, there was a time I was taking 2,700 milligrams of St. John's wort 3 times a day. I'm now down to 900 3 times a day for mood.
That's a huge improvement.
I have been dropping approximately about 900 every week and a half.
That's a lot.
Because if I keep it up, I don't feel good. So I drop down and I feel better. I feel more energy.
So what would happen if you took your necklace off?
I don't want to think about it. No.
This is a no-go, right?
I'll fight you.
So you really enjoy your necklace?
Yes. It truly is a blessing. I have been into natural herbs and remedies for a long time. Ever since I had a blow-up with arthritis a number of years ago. And I have done a lot with natural herbs. But what I'm finding is that the natural herbs that I do still take are working better with the tuning element. I have the water bottle plus the necklace. I think they're all working together.
The Aquatune.
Aquatune, but I've never seen anything quite like the way the tuning element necklace works.
Now, I remember one day you forgot your Aquatune at home.
Yes, I did. It was a horrible, miserable day. I was working out in the sun, and I drank all kinds of water that we had there at work, and I still felt depleted somehow. I'd never felt anything so different. I have made sure never to forget that again because I felt so horrible. I couldn't believe that just that Aquatune water could make such a huge difference. But if I drink probably half or less than half the amount of water that I normally would drink, and I'm hydrated. That day I drank probably 3 times the amount I normally drink because I was so dry, and I was still dehydrated. Because I was running to the bathroom all the time, but the water was just going
through you,
and it wasn't doing anything for me. So the combination of the Aquatune, the tuning element, I